The big story we're tracking this hour is the flashpoint over the latest Hindenburg report, which has made allegations against SEBI chief Madhavi Buch and her husband Dhaval Buch. And these allegations are of the nature that they had stakes in offshore funds linked to what the Hindenburg report calls the Adani scandal. And this report has now triggered a fresh political face-off. The entire opposition, led by the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi, have latched on to the latest report and they are demanding a JPC investigation. The Congress party is making allegations of conflict of interest and quid pro quo. The Bharatiya Janata Party has also responded to what the Congress party and the opposition is saying. They are hitting back at the Congress. They're accusing the Congress party of trying to create economic anarchy in the country by latching on to a report that the BJP calls won by a discredited short seller. The BJP says that the Congress, which has perennial hate for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has now started hating India and India's growth story. The BJP also goes on to say that by latching on to the Hindenburg report, the Congress is trying to trigger panic in Indian investors because their main motive is to create a crash in the Indian stock market. Now, in the last 24 hours itself, the SEBI, its chief Madhavi Buch and the Adani Group have all issued statements denying the claims made by the Hindenburg report. SEBI chief Madhavi Buch has also said that her life and finances are an open book. The Adani Group, in its statement, rejected the allegations made by Hindenburg. They called them malicious, mischievous and motivated. Now watch how the Bharatiya Janata Party is questioning the Congress for piggybacking on the Hindenburg report.
On behalf of the National Forum of the BJP, we would like to say with full sense of responsibility that after being rebuffed by the people of India, the Congress party, its allies and its closest allies, the Toolkit Gang, have conspired together to usher in economic anarchy and instability in India. देश में आर्थिक अराजकता और आर्थिक अस्थिरता।
कांग्रेस ही हिंडनबर्ग के पीछे है और हिंडनबर्ग एक टूल किट है भारत को तबाह और बर्बाद करने वाले, और उसमें राहुल गांधी तमाम लोग लगे हुए। राहुल गांधी देश के बाहर भी जाके देश को बदनाम करते हैं, देश के अंदर रह के देशवासियों में भ्रम पैदा करते।
Hindenburg is an imported research report solicited by some people in India. And there's a particular British national who's going to book profit from this. The whole exercise is to rattle the stock market, book profit, disturb the economy. But this is not going to work in India. Disturb parliament. The whole objective is to burn India and book profit. This is not going to work.
Pragya, the latest report by Hindenburg has triggered a loud political face-off between the Congress and the BJP. It was Rahul Gandhi yesterday who released a 2-minute video of sorts to claim that this report goes on to prove that our markets could be compromised because the SEBI chief is facing allegations. The BJP says that the entire exercise lapped up by the opposition is to only break the confidence of investors and to create a panic in the stock markets. The demand by the opposition is that of a JPC probe. Is the government going to agree to that demand?
Well, we have heard Ravi Shankar Prasad, who is a senior BJP leader, in the morning, and he says that the demand for the JPC in this Hindenburg incident and report is totally diversionary tactic by Congress, and it is a toolkit by the Congress, and which is done at the behest of foreign powers, including George Soros. So BJP is right now alleging that, as you know, Indian economy is doing well. Indian economy is fastest growing economy and emerging economy. Many foreign powers are very wary of the about the emerging economy of India, and that is why this attack has been launched on Indian economy. And this has been done through none other than Rahul Gandhi, who is also leader of opposition and also Congress leader. And remember what Rahul Gandhi has said. Rahul Gandhi has, BJP, according to BJP, Rahul Gandhi has cast aspersions on the genuineness of the stock market. And BJP says it is to the maturity of the Indian investor that the stock has not gone down. In fact, Sensex has risen to 200 points, which is also a sort of answer to this Hindenburg report. So basically saying that they wanted to create economic anarchy, and this is exactly what Congress and opposition leaders are trying to do. They don't like what Modi government is doing to the economy, the emerging economy, and also our businesses are being hit, are set on the target by foreign powers, and Rahul Gandhi is becoming one of the instruments. This is the allegation that has been made by many senior BJP leaders right now, and they're saying the timing is very interesting. Remember, last time the Hindenburg also came when Parliament was in session. This time also, as Parliament was supposed to, be continued till 12th, which is today, but it was rounded up earlier. Senate I was happened on Friday itself. So the BJP is also saying that this was also timed at such a moment when Parliament was in session. So they also knew about this
being questioned by the Bharatiya Janata Party, going on to say that each time the Parliament session gets underway, a foreign report of sort or a foreign element of sort drops a kind of a report or brings up a documentary to try to tarnish the image of the country. The BJP is also seeing a toolkit plot. They have questioned the Soros-linked controversy while they said that the only aim of the Congress is to create panic in the stock markets. Now, let's tell our viewers about what the opposition is doing when it comes to the entire Hindenburg report, which makes allegations against the SEBI chief. They're using it to train guns at the Modi government. Leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, has said that the integrity of SEBI has been gravely compromised by these allegations against its chairperson. He has asked 3 questions based on the allegations in the latest Hindenburg report. Rahul Gandhi has asked, why hasn't the SEBI chairperson resigned yet? He has gone on to again ask, if investors lose their hard-earned money, who will be held accountable? The Bharatiya Janata Party says that the markets have chosen to be resilient and the markets have now rejected the Hindenburg report, which is a discredited short seller. Let's now listen into what Rahul Gandhi said, and then we'll also play out more reactions from Congress leaders.
This is an explosive allegation because it alleges that the umpire herself is compromised. The savings of millions of Indians, hard-earned, honestly earned savings, are at risk. It is therefore imperative that this matter is investigated. Retail investors, honest investors, pensioners have 3 questions. The first, why has Chairperson Madhavi Buch not resigned? Second, God forbid something were to go wrong and investors were to lose their money. Who is responsible? Is the Prime Minister of India responsible? Is Madhavi Buch responsible? Or is Mr. Adani responsible? And finally, the Supreme Court has been looking at this matter. New allegations have emerged. Very serious, explosive allegations have emerged. Is the Supreme Court going to look at this matter suo motu again? Slowly becoming crystal clear why Prime Minister Modi is against a joint parliamentary committee looking into this matter.
This is a strange era that we are living in, where the person raising questions, fact-based questions, is being attacked. The expose on Gautam Adani in the first report, the expose on SEBI chairperson in the second report. Where is the action taken on Gautam Adani? Where is the action taken on Mrs. Madhavi Buch? What kind of an era are we living in? Is this government? It's a joke. If they don't want to accept our demand, people are watching this also.
Why BJP is stooping to this level? They are stooping to the level to protect Adani. They are stooping to the level to protect the SEBI chairperson who had compromised her position, and she has helped Adani in the probe when Supreme Court monitored probe also. This is a very serious issue, and the SEBI chairman must quit. Action should be taken and JPC should be formed. Government should not try to whitewash it.
Now, there are other MPs from the opposition, that is from the INDIA bloc, like Mahua Moitra of the Trinamool Congress. She's calling this Adani-style crony capitalism at its best, and she's also calling for the immediate resignation of SEBI chief Madhavi Buch. Left leaders are raising questions over what they call is conflict of interest, and they're alleging a cover-up by SEBI. And there are other allies in the INDIA bloc, like the Aam Aadmi Party, the RJD, and the Shiv Sena UBT. They are seeking a Supreme Court investigation once again. They say that the Supreme Court must reopen the case and form an SIT to look into the fresh report by Hindenburg.
Madam Madhavi Puri, in 2015, you had invested into this very FBI that you now claim that you have no idea about the ultimate ownership. In 2018, you had personally corresponded with this particular fund on your own, in your own personal capacity. When the inquiry report started in 23-24, should you not have disclosed this? Should you not have recused yourself? And how could you possibly say that you know nothing about this fund? How can the SEBI summon an overseas fund, Hindenburg, when it is completely ignoring the role of the FPIs? We demand the immediate resignation of Madhavi Puri Buch as chairperson of SEBI, and we demand that the Supreme Court reopen an investigation into this, and the Supreme Court appoint an SIT to look into this with no delay.
माधवी बुच ने क्यों नहीं बताया कि हुजूर मैं जांच नहीं कर सकती क्योंकि हमारा मामला, हमारा पैसा तो और हमारे पति का पैसा तो खुद ही इन फंड्स के ऊपर लगा हुआ है, जिसको विनोद अडानी मैनेज करता है। जेपीसी से इसकी जांच कराओ। और तब मेरी एक नहीं सुनी गई, बल्कि उल्टा मोदी जी ने उठा के हमको जेल में भेज दिया।
The Hindenburg report, which was published yesterday, categorically shows how this entire modus operandi has been working, how institutions have been diluted, how one particular industrialist who has his interest, which was under the lens of investigation and serious charges, continues to be saved and safeguarded. We have written letters, multiple letters as members of parliament to the SEBI chairperson, which went unanswered or even unacknowledged. Just goes to show the level of the method that has been used by the entire Modi government to safeguard the interests of one industrialist, and how institutions are being diluted just to protect the interests of that particular industrialist.